My dad wasn't there for me for 10 years. So one, he wasn't there for 10 years in my life until I was, he didn't come back in my life until I was 15. And he was out of my life when I was the age of 5. So my dad wasn't financially or emotionally there for me for all of that time, actually. So I think for me personally, if I was a parent who was never in my child's life, I would try to make up for the moments that I wasn't. I would try to be as mothering and nurturing and everything that they need to be because I wasn't able to provide that to them at a young age. I would. But me and my father are completely different people. And maybe you might be on the same boat as my dad, where you just feel like, well, you can come back after all of that time, and I'm just supposed to naturally love you and naturally be there for you, even though my family, like me, myself, I was homeless. My family's still homeless. My mom still doesn't have a house because he sold the house from my mother that we were all living in. And I was young, and my mom spent years and years and years fighting for it. That's what I'm mad at him for. That's where I think he's an asshole. Also an asshole because I have tried to build like a relationship with him, and it's always me driving out to see him. Me driving from Orange County, from Pomona, so San Bernardino, driving to the valley, 2 to 3 hours, constantly for him, constantly to keep up that relationship. And my father wasn't able to do that all for me. He's only visited me, I think, 3 to 4 times in my 4 years of going to college. And the one day that he did come out to see me, it was actually that conversation that happened.
Yo, so the latest kid in this new trend that you see now almost every week to complain about their celebrity dad is Kel Mitchell's daughter, Allura Mitchell. She's got a private Instagram. She went live, and this is my thing. If you're gonna put your personal business out there, don't get butthurt and mad when people call you out. Somebody called her entitled, as you can see in the screenshot. She got mad about it. I'm doing everything on my own. I'm doing this. Okay, so then what's the point of exposing your dad if you don't want to be looked at as a victim? Like, what's the purpose in this? You know what I mean? So this trend, like I said, you've seen it with 50 Cent's son, Marquise Jackson. He's almost 30, talking about he still wants his daddy to support him. You got Romeo came out a couple weeks ago. It was so bad, Master P had to do like a press conference in the backyard. Romeo's acknowledges the fact that his dad helped him start his career, got him in the USC, got him all that money, put everything, got him a TV show. But yet he claims his dad stole money from him and he felt like exposing him. So now, and like I say, this is like one reality love and hip hop type of show every week. Now Kel's daughter, I didn't even know Kel had a daughter. Straight up, I didn't even know he had kids. I mean, I think the last time he was out, he did SNL recently with Keenan. They did like a skit from Keenan and Kel, the Rigby store. Hollywood hasn't been that great to him since he's been an adult. When he was a kid, the checks was coming. So when she complains about money and stuff, she said that he sold the house they were living in. And, money hasn't really been probably his best asset the last 20 years or so. Like I say, he was one of them childhood actors that once he became an adult and maturity hit and his voice dropped and whatever, Hollywood wasn't as good to him as it was in the 90s. Keenan's been holding on to SNL for like 20 years. But Kel has been different. And these kids, these celebrities, I'm like, do they expect sympathy? Like, how many regular people who don't have money, who parents are broke or regular, they got daddy issues? You're not going to get sympathy from the average person. Like, you need therapy. You need to sit down with your pops. Y'all need therapy or something. But this is corny to just be coming out here out of nowhere, out the woodwork, just exposing your pops. And you're taking shots at his image. And for what he does as an entertainer, That's all he got is his image. What else he got to hold his hat on? You know what I mean? Nobody knew if he was a good father or not. A lot of us probably didn't even know. Like I said, I didn't even know he was a father. But she has gone out of her way to put this under on Front Street and throw him under the bus. Of course, he hasn't made a statement yet, but it's like, damn, all these black fathers is just getting shamed left and right. And I don't know, maybe he will do a press conference like Master P did. That's a shame, though. Like, Master P, as much as he did for his kids, he shouldn't have had to do that. You know what I mean? I don't care. Romeo saying he didn't get a check since he just got his first check from Rap Snacks. And yeah, hey, that could be all true. But your pops did way too much for you to be complaining and crying about you living check to check, month to month. Like, like, come on now. Like, you got to hold yourself accountable at some point. You a grown-ass man. You know what I mean? But yeah, these Hollywood babies continue to expose their parents for the things that they feel like they deserve, plus then some. Like I say, I'm not saying none of these men are great fathers as far as outside of providers, because I'm not there. I don't know the relationship, but if you got daddy issues, you need to handle that shit like normal people do. You know what I mean? Blasting this shit online, this shit is lame. And it's a trend now. Who knows who's next? You know, whose kid's gonna come out next and trash them. It seems like every week it's just going on. But let me know what y'all think about Kel's daughter. I mean, they look just alike. You know what I mean? It's almost scary. She looks like him with a wig on. You know what I mean? Like, it's like spooky. But she's calling him out and exposing him for being a absent father and all that stuff.